Hi there. Today I'm going to talk to you about Symbl.ai and what the Symbl platform can do for you. My name is David Von Thenen, and I'm a developer advocate here at Symbl.ai, and I'm going to be your guide. For the agenda today, we're going to do a brief introduction to Symbl.ai and talk about the capabilities of the platform. Next, we're going to talk about how is the Symbl platform going to help you in your conversation analytics journey. Then we're going to talk about the various capabilities of the platform, followed by an exploration of use cases plus one applied to a specific example. Then we're going to have a brief demo to highlight a couple of the features of the Symbl platform. So let's talk about the Symbl platform. So what does the Symbl platform do? Put simply, the Symbl platform extracts insights, data, intelligence from unstructured conversations. What does that really mean? Well, like every platform out there, we do your typical speech to text, otherwise known as transcription. But the real magic is that the platform can build context and meaning from what is being said. The platform is a conversation SaaS-based platform that is ready to use without requiring any AI or ML expertise. It doesn't require any training or messing around with data sets. And most importantly, the Symbl platform is domain or context agnostic. The few platforms out there that do provide conversation analysis are typically geared towards a specific data set or conversation type. What sets the Symbl platform apart from others is that we work on unstructured language. In other words, speech and conversation that is used every day, regardless of what is being discussed. The platform works on video, audio, and text in a real-time or asynchronous capability. Transcription and conversation mining happens via APIs or provided SDKs. Since we're a SaaS-based platform, you're able to consume conversation and extract insights immediately. So a super high-level view of what the Symbl platform does. You can see all of the different types of conversation inputs on the left-hand side. Those conversations are distilled down through an input channel, whether it's recorded video, audio, or in real time via WebSockets. Those conversations are passed into the platform, and we can recognize and provide conversation insights in the form of transcription, trackers, statistics, questions, topics, summarization, and so on. Some popular use cases are real-time tracking, personalized intents, content-sensitive search, conversation workflow automation, real-time sales enablement, and so on. Now that we have a high-level understanding of what the Symbl platform does, how is this going to help me, and why do I need this? Simply put, the world is changing. Technology is shifting, and how we interact with it is changing year by year, month by month, and sometimes day by day. Between 2019 and 2022, we happened to go through a significant shift in the way we do business and the way we work. Most of the meetings in this period were over voice over IP and Zoom. Of course, this period of time I'm talking about was during the pandemic. We also have new technologies emerging in the market today that will fundamentally change how we interact with each other and with software. I'm talking about augmented reality, virtual reality, and wearables. During the peak of the pandemic, 41.7% of all people worked remotely from home. After the immediate health crisis was over in 2022, 26% of people continued to work remotely from home. That's 1 out of every 4 people. During this time, video conferencing hit an all-time high. It's estimated that 83.13% of people spent up to 12 hours in meetings over Zoom and using other platforms. A staggering 37% of users spent between 4 and 12 hours in online meetings. That's roughly 1 out of every 3 people spent 10 to 30% of their time in online meetings. There were a lot of conversations that took place over text-based platforms. One such popular platform is Slack. On any given month, there are 1.5 billion messages that are sent per month. That translates down to 50 million messages per day. There are a lot of conversations taking place in the digital world. And why should I care about this? We're at a crossroads, at an inflection point, where conversations that are occurring in the digital world are the last frontiers of extracting conversation insights and understanding what's happening within our businesses. Those that recognize this wave will survive, and those that don't and fail to adapt will likely go the way of the dodo. There have been many examples of this occurring throughout history. The infamous story is that of Yahoo. If we look at Yahoo's history, in 1998, Yahoo declined to purchase Google for $1 million. Then, in 2002, Yahoo declined yet again to purchase Google for $5 billion. In 2008, Microsoft offered to buy Yahoo for $44.6 billion. Yahoo declined. Ultimately, Yahoo went through a rapid decline, and in 2017, Verizon ended up buying Yahoo for only $5 billion. Yahoo failed to recognize the shifts in its business and the market around it, ultimately leading to its demise. In contrast, Netflix between 1998 and 2007 was renting DVDs by mail through those famous red envelopes. On a side note, in 2000, there was an opportunity for Blockbuster to purchase Netflix, but Blockbuster declined. In 2007, Netflix realized the shift in the market was occurring. And in 2007, Netflix began offering a streaming service direct to households. In 2013, Netflix produced House of Cards, a Netflix original, which entered Netflix into the TV and movie production market. In 2016, Netflix expanded to 130 territories and was going through substantial growth. Things changed, however, in 2022. Netflix, for the first time, lost 1 million subscribers. As a result, at the beginning of this year, Netflix is starting down the path of offering an ad-based subscription model and is also charging for account sharing. Netflix recognized the shift in subscribers, but the jury will be out on whether or not this adaptation is the best thing for their business. This is a graph of the projected total available market for the artificial intelligence space released in August 2022 by Precedence Research. As you can see, the total available market was roughly $6.5 billion. It was estimated that in 2030, the total would be $92 billion. Fast forward 5 months, and that same analyst group, Precedence Research, revised their outlook of the artificial intelligence total available market based on the changes on the ground. Their revised estimate changed from $92 billion to $1.6 trillion, an entire order of magnitude difference in their original estimate. In this time frame, there were significant rumblings in the AI and ML workspace. A company called OpenAI released something called ChatGPT, and in a 2-month time period, OpenAI and ChatGPT brought on board 100 million users, making it the fastest growing software platform of all time. But don't take my word for it. I'll leave you with this quote regarding the changing of the guard. AI will probably most likely lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there'll be great companies. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI. So hopefully I've sold you on why conversation understanding is important. Now let's talk about the different capabilities of the Symbl platform. The Symbl platform offers a wide variety of conversation analytics. I've listed a few of them here. Some include transcription, dynamic topics, sentiment analysis, trackers, entity detection, abstractive summarization, and so on. I thought instead of talking about them, I think a demo would probably be better suited to show some of the capabilities the platform has to offer. I'm going to quickly demo transcription because everyone has a good conceptual understanding of what that is. For those that don't, that's speech to text. I will also demo summarization, which is a cool feature that can distill down a large conversation, whether it occurs in video or audio, into a simple summary of what happened. I call it the too long didn't read capability. Let's take a look at that demo. So for the demo here, I'm going to use the API Playground. Specifically, you can go to platform.symbl.com, go into the playground off onto your left-hand side here, and then you can see various different ways you can use the Symbl platform. I'm going to use the streaming conversation, which is the first link at the top here. From here, you can effectively just use your microphone to speak into it, and you can then get a whole bunch of different insights from the Symbl platform. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to give basically a little introduction about myself. I'm going to click the start speaking and then we'll see what happens. So this is basically to showcase the transcription and also the summarization, which happens when the conversation is over. So once I hit stop on the microphone. Hi, my name is David Von Thenen, and I'm a developer advocate at Symbl. I help others extract context and insights from conversations and discussions in and around your business and daily life. I have a background in container orchestrators, specifically with Kubernetes, virtualized environments, cloud environments like AWS, GCP, Azure, as well as an extensive background in backup and recovery solutions as they relate to storage strategies and deployments. I've been working remote and doing the developer advocate gig for nearly a decade now and enjoy it quite a bit. I currently live in Long Beach, California, which is the southernmost city in LA County. Some of my hobbies include going to concerts, working out at the gym, bicycling along the coast, traveling to new and faraway places, and eating all of the foods. So for the transcription here, you can see it basically has everything that I had said. It also gives for those that are interested in like the sentiment analysis, you can see the neutral, positive context and sentiments behind what I was saying. So the transcription's pretty cool and everything. There's a bunch of other things like entities off to the right hand side and topics just above the transcription here. You can see some analytics there, which will go over all of these things in future training videos. As you can see here, the transcription's pretty awesome. I could have spoken a little bit longer, but I just kind of wanted to do something pretty simple and to the point. From the transcription, you can effectively get a summary. So there's a summary API in which you can get a very, very distilled breakdown of what was said. So basically in a sentence or two, kind of like the highlight of like what's the most important thing that was said in this particular conversation. And effectively, the summary is just saying that I'm a developer advocate at Symbl and that, I have a background in container orchestrators, virtualized environments, and I live in Long Beach. So yeah, pretty cool. So that's kind of a cool demo. Like I said, we'll go over all these other things like analytics, the entities off on the right hand side here, and a bunch of the other stuff like the sentiment analysis and some of the other things that will pop up in other conversations. Introduction to Symbl and the platform, and I hope you enjoyed the demo. So to recap the demo and some of the capabilities of the platform, the Symbl platform offers real-time and asynchronous conversation analytics and has a huge collection of insight capabilities. Many of the big takeaways for what the Symbl platform can be used for are things like data labeling and mining, and creating metadata or data about conversations happening within your business. Since the Symbl platform is a SaaS-based offering, we are API-driven and SDK-proven. We have an ecosystem of partners through various CPaaS platforms and integrations. Ultimately, the Symbl platform takes conversations that are happening around your business and puts the dots close enough together so that you can extract more information and understanding about your business. I thought it would be good to explore various use cases where the Symbl platform can be utilized, and we will go through a real-world example to explore how the capabilities of the platform can be used to address a specific use case. Some use cases where you can apply conversation analytics to real-world business problems are sales enablement. This involves detecting objections to proposals or price negotiations or understanding the competitive landscapes in conversations that are happening between you and your customers. Another use case is agent assist or coaching. This is where you're doing things like workflow automation and surfacing context-relevant data to your end users. The platform can also be used for regulatory compliance. So think of things like HIPAA in the medical context, PCI DSS, which is payment credit card processing, and a bunch of other different regulatory compliance standards. Ultimately, you're matching human intention to your business. This is performing things like upsell opportunities and understanding the sentiment of the conversations you are having with your customers. The possibilities are endless. If we take a specific example of sales enablement, there are many different things you can use the Symbl platform to address this particular use case. Aside from the basic meeting notes where you're performing transcription, you can do sentiment analysis about expressed feelings or enthusiasm contained within the conversation. You can have the platform keep track of questions that are being asked, which measure interest or engagement. There are also action items where you might still need to get the answer to things, but you want to take those things offline to keep the flow of the conversation going. Things like redaction, where you want to remove sensitive information from your transcription. Finally, you want some form of summarization so that it's easier to index or recall conversations that get placed deep in the archive. The Symbl platform has an awesome feature called Trackers, which allows you to customize notifications or triggers based on tailored words and phrases specific to your business. Essentially, this lets you augment the model without having to understand artificial intelligence and machine learning. Things that can be done with Trackers are detecting objections to proposals by providing phrases like, doesn't understand the value of, or got burned by, or yielded little results. Trackers can also be used to detect price negotiations or objections to anticipate the direction of the conversation, so you can meet those objections head on. This can be done by recognizing phrases like, identify a concern, empathize, or meet the goal. They can also be used for understanding the competitive landscape and battle card situations by triggering off phrases like our existing solution or how other providers' capabilities match your own. There's an unending sea of different ways you can extract insights from conversations that are happening within your business. I wanted to leave you with this. We talked about many business justifications, history, and how conversation analytics is changing how we interact with our business and customers. So for our demo, I wanted to leave you with something exciting and eye-opening, something that would get your imagination moving. The demo I want to show is the idea of creating a personal digital assistant. This personal digital assistant could be a Chrome plugin, an application running on your laptop, or can even be running on an embedded edge device like a Raspberry Pi. Think of this as an open source Alexa or Google Home that could be used for many different real-world practical applications. This idea was sparked by a conversation I had with someone at Disney. When I was asked how this technology could apply to their business, I threw out this wild idea where you could have listening devices placed in the theme park. These devices could be listening to conversations that are taking place in the park. People could be talking about how much they loved a particular ride or how much they hated one. You could use sentiment analysis to figure out with enough data and conversation that are taking place where potentially more money should be placed into a ride, or possibly when a ride should be retired because people aren't enjoying it as much as they used to. This personal digital assistant could be used in that capacity. So let's look at the demo now. So for this demo, I thought I'd do something a little funnier, a little more lighthearted, just kind of get you laughing and maybe just to showcase some of the capabilities the Symbl platform has to offer. Going to make use of transcription internally in this open virtual assistant, and also going to utilize some stuff from Google, which does the opposite, which is basically text to speech. So that's how I'm going to give this open virtual assistant a voice. Is an open source project, so you can use the open virtual assistant to really make any kind of AI virtual assistant that's speech enabled or conversation enabled. You can definitely pull stuff off, like I said, in the chat I had with Disney. It would obviously require a little more effort and a lot more coding, but the idea or the basic framework is there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the virtual assistant right now. How are you doing today?
I am good. Thanks for asking.
What time is it?
The time is currently 6:56 p.m. Pacific.
What is your name?
My name is Symbl Susie.
What is your quest?
To seek the Holy Grail.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? An African or European swallow?
It's a pretty cute demo, fun. Obviously, the Monty Python reference if you get it. Let me know what you think. Open Virtual Assistant. It's an open framework. It's all available on GitHub. Like I said, you can use it for any number of things, including the Disney idea. I've even had some fun ideas about using this for your kids, with teenagers and stuff, and maybe tracking what they're saying. But anywho, fun stuff anyways. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for more information about the Open Virtual Assistant, you can find that on github.com/dvonthenin/Open Virtual Assistant. I also have some links talking about the Symbl Go SDK used to create this Open Virtual Assistant and various resources used in this project. Here are some additional resources: the Symbl.ai documentation, the API Explorer, which offers a very interesting way without code to explore different capabilities the platform has to offer. As always, you can reach us in our Slack community if you have any questions. Go ahead and drop me a DM to talk about anything that you saw in this presentation. Thank you for watching the presentation. Again, my name is David Von Thenen. If you want to discuss anything further, you can reach me at my socials at @dvonthenen on Twitter and LinkedIn. Also on my personal blog, https://davidvonthenen.com. Thanks again for watching.